Before the world recognized women's rights, before feminism, empowerment, and movements, Islam had already honored women, and among them were few, only a few, whom the Prophet personally guaranteed paradise. Why? What do they do? How they live? And can we walk in their footsteps today? Introduction. Legacy of the Sahabiyyat. The book introduces 16 Sahabiyyat, women promised Jannah while they were still alive. These weren't symbolic gestures. These were direct affirmations from the Prophet. They lived alongside the messenger. They bled, cried, prayed, and gave everything for Islam. Author Mahmood Ahmad Ghadanfar brings together authentic sources, hadith, and seerah to honor their sacrifices. Khadijah bint Khuwaylid, radiyallahu anha, the first to enter Jannah. She was the first Muslim, even before Abubakar or Ali. A businesswoman of unmatched honor. A widow, a mother, a visionary. She spent her wealth, not just coins, but her entire business, for the mission of Islam. When Quraysh mocked the Prophet, peace be upon him, she held him. When he feared his own sanity after the first revelation, she assured him, Allah will never disgrace you. Jibreel, peace be upon him, descended with a message from Allah. Give Khadijah radiyallahu anha the good news of a house in paradise made of hollow pearls, in which there is neither noise nor fatigue. Bukhari. Lesson. Women who support the Deen silently and financially have an honored place with Allah. Fatimah Zahra, radiyallahu anha, the princess of Jannah. Fatimah, radiyallahu anha, was the youngest daughter of the Prophet, peace be upon him. She grew up during persecution, watching her father be mocked. Once, she cleaned blood off his face after Taif and comforted him like a mother. After Khadijah's radiyallahu anha death, she became his support. Married Ali, radiyallahu anha, lived in deep poverty, grinding wheat until her hands blistered, drawing water until her shoulders bruised. The Prophet, peace be upon him, told her, Fatimah radiyallahu anha is the leader of the women of paradise. Bukhari. Lesson. Dignity, modesty, and obedience are more beautiful than luxury. Aisha radiyallahu anha, the scholar of the Ummah. Married the Prophet as a young girl, she became the most knowledgeable woman in Islamic history. She narrated 2,210 hadith, corrected senior Sahaba in matters of fiqh, and played a vital role in preserving the Prophet's, peace be upon him, private life. Imam Az-Zuri said, if the knowledge of Aisha radiyallahu anha were gathered and compared to the knowledge of all other wives of the Prophet, peace be upon him, and all other women, Aisha's radiyallahu anha knowledge would be greater. Lesson. Islamic scholarship is not gendered. Women must study, ask, teach, and lead. Sumayyah bint Kayat radiyallahu anha, first martyr of Islam. A slave woman, elderly and physically weak, yet spiritually indestructible. Abu Jahl tortured her with a spear. Demanding she insult Muhammad, peace be upon him, she refused. He drove the spear in her, making her the first shaheed of Islam. The Prophet, peace be upon him, said, be patient, O family of Yasir. Your destination is paradise. Ibn Majah. Lesson. Allah sees your pain. Even if you're voiceless in dunya, you're heard in Jannah. Ahmad RA, the defender of the Prophet, peace be upon him. Nusayba bint Ka'b, radiyallahu anha, didn't plan to fight at Ahmad. She came to give water, but when she saw men fleeing and the Prophet, peace be upon him, said, in danger, she picked up a sword. She fought until she collapsed, wounded in 12 places. Prophet, peace be upon him, said, whenever I turned, I saw her fighting beside me. Lesson. Bravery isn't about gender. It's about standing where others run. Asma bint Abi Bakr radiyallahu anha, the secret courier. Asma, radiyallahu anha, just a teenager, smuggled food and water to the Prophet, peace be upon him, and her father Abu Bakr radiyallahu anha in the cave of Thor. When the Quraysh found out, Abu Jahl slapped her so hard it tore her earring, but she never gave them a word. The Prophet, peace be upon him, later called her Dad and Nidacane, the one with two belts, because she tore her waistband to hide food for the Prophet, peace be upon him. Lesson. Courage can be silent, carried out by those never seen in battlefields. Other honored women. Salama, radiyallahu anha, calm voice during Treaty of Hudaybiyah. Her wisdom helped avert a crisis. Zainab, radiyallahu anha, injured during Hydra, died due to wounds, but never left Islam. Kulthum and Ruqayya, radiyallahu anha, sacrificed homes and marriages for Allah. Hafsa, radiyallahu anha, a hafidha of Quran, protector of the Mushaf after the Prophet, peace be upon him. Lesson. There are multiple paths to paradise, through knowledge, motherhood, patience, or sacrifice. Legacy and reflection. These women didn't just exist in books. They existed in the heart of this Ummah. They walked beside prophets, stood behind scholars, and led armies with du'as. Message. Every woman watching this video has the potential to earn what they earned. the smile of the Prophet, peace be upon him, and the gates of Jannah. Read the book, Great Women of Islam. Don't just admire these women, emulate them. Share this video with your mother, sister, wife, or daughter. Reflect on one quality from each woman and adopt it today. Final words. You don't need fame, wealth, or followers to be honored by Allah. You just need sincerity, like Khadijah RA, patience, like Sumayyah RA, knowledge, like Aisha RA, and action, like Ahmad RA. Jannah is still open. The road is still lit. Will you walk it? These weren't just women in history. They are blueprints for the women of today. If you found strength in their stories, imagine what more you'll find when you dive deeper. Subscribe to Deen in Minute, where we bring you bite-sized, powerful Islamic stories like these every week. Hit the bell icon so you don't miss what's coming next. Heroes of Islam, spiritual gems, and untold history. Grab your own copy of Great Women of Islam, the book that inspired this episode. The link is in the description and pinned comment below. Share this video with someone you love, a mother, sister, wife, or daughter, and tell them, you are more powerful than you think, and your place in Jannah is waiting. Jannah isn't far. The footsteps of Khadijah RA, Fatimah RA, Aisha RA, and Sumayyah RA are still fresh. Follow them, and the gates of paradise will open for you too. This is Deen in Minute, your gateway to timeless Islamic wisdom.